Hey everybody, the second day here at the Artist Loft, Sunday at South by Southwest from KiTbetter. We have a very special guest today, KiTbetter alums and global Celtic pop, Americana, everything else you can think of artist Raynes here. Hello.
Hello.
Can you guys introduce each of yourselves here and where you're from? Because I want people to know kind of like what we're working with here.
So I am Mark. I am from a place called Durham in the northeast of England originally, and that's it.
Well, thank you. I am Matt. I am from a place called Minot, North Dakota, which is just in North Dakota.
And I am Joe Berger. I'm a washed-up cowboy who's trying to play pop music with his bros. I'm from Mandan, North Dakota, and I'm proud of it.
This is live.
Yeah. So a true global band with a lot of global influences, I would say, sort of a whole mishmash here. Now, if I understand correctly, you two started this and you needed a singer, and you put the word out, and then Mark here shows up.
That is correct. So we've got a 4-hour version of this story, but to condense it, Joe and I met in college like 10 years ago, maybe even a little more, and we were pals, but he didn't tell me that he played guitar for like a year, so we were just hanging out.
Yeah.
And I was always writing songs, so we started doing stuff together and realized pretty quickly that we needed like an actual lead singer, because Joe and I can both sing, but we're not like lead singer material, you know, this.
Right.
And so we literally just like we're looking on the internet, and one day I was scrolling through Instagram, and I don't know if they have these on anymore or if they're that popular, but those vocal feature pages, it's like OMG Voices or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And Mark, I saw a video of this guy who at the time I did think you were very good looking and had a cool beard and hair, even though in hindsight
it seems like your perception has slipped after. At the time, well, I thought he was cool.
So anyway, I showed Joe, and we're like, this is the guy, but how do we get him here? I messaged Mark on Facebook, and I said, do you want to come out to LA, because we were out in LA at the time, and be the singer of the band? And Mark was like, yeah.
Had you spent much time in America before?
Not really. I've been on vacation a couple of times, but I think I was probably a little bit too keen, because I was doing music in my hometown, sort of playing the bar gigs, playing the pubs, not really sure what to do in order to make this a proper career for myself at the time.
You were ready to get to
I was ready
to move out.
Yeah, but then so I get this message from Matt, and he was explaining everything. You know, we have this band going on, and we have a pub deal on the table. And I always make this joke. Well, it's not even a joke, it's the truth, but it's funny that I didn't know what a pub deal was. Obviously, publishing deal. I thought he just meant like a pub residency. And I was like, yeah,
You're
I'm
from
so
the UK.
in.
You're like, yeah, a pub, sure.
Yeah. I was like, I'm in, I'll do it.
Check.
Yeah. So then literally within like 7 days of that original message, they booked me on a flight to LA for the Fed. That was my first time ever in LA. And we met each other and we got along. Obviously, the music was important, but as we've now discovered, and it's no secret that when you're in a band, you spend a lot of time with each other.
Right.
So it had to make sense sort of on a personal level, and we got along really well.
Well, this was going to be sort of a follow-up question to that, because you still live in the UK, right?
No, I live in the US.
Oh, you do live in the US. Where are you based?
I am based in Miami, Florida.
You're based in Miami, and you guys are based where now?
I'm actually currently based nowhere. I've been in Phoenix, and I'm going to New York.
Okay.
North Dakota.
All right. It's North Dakota strong the whole time. How do you stay? Because you obviously you sound so tight as a band. You sound like you play together constantly. How do you like sustain a band? How do you sustain like the creative energy and the vibe and the tightness and everything when you live in different places?
So that is a great question.
What's the strategy?
Joe, do you got this one?
You don't want to hear my answer.
Okay, so let me retake that. So that is a great question. And I think like we've just, by necessity, we have had to function in a certain way for a while. So Mark didn't get his visa for like 5 years. Yeah. And so we were back and forth, and we would go to the UK for a bit. He would come to LA. Really, I think the communication and the kind of constant communication between the three of us is essential. You know, we've been doing this for so long now that like it all feels like very natural and normal, I think, to us. But I mean, that's like, it is a very good question, because a lot of people ask, like, essentially that, how do
When
we...
you started during the pandemic, right? Or like really
We
sort of started to take off.
We
during
started to
the
try to, we essentially wrote and recorded and released like our first EP during the pandemic, and Joe and I didn't see Mark for like a year and a half.
Almost 2 years.
Wow.
Yeah.
So you got used to it's sort of like everyone else got used to remote working. As a band, you kind of the rest of everyone, you got used to working remotely.
Right. Yep.
Yeah. You've got 2 albums out as kid albums. We'll talk about that later. We've got Bloom here, which is from last year, and then Set Fire to the Foxes, which I think is what it was released on Kid album last year, but it was actually released in 2021.
Yes, that was the first project we put out.
With Bloom, and this is, I would imagine, the one that you're promoting the most right now, right? Yep. Pulling Teeth, blowing up. In listening to your guys' music, you'll release a few singles here, then you'll do an EP, release a few singles to do an EP, but it all does seem to be sort of woven into this overall tapestry of ideas and kind of arcs of both musically and subject matter wise. So I was curious, when it comes to Bloom, what made you feel like, oh, it's time to like put these songs together as one piece? Do you write the songs together like as a concept for an album, or do you sort of decide, okay, we've been playing these songs, these all seem like they sound right together? What was the concept behind this album?
Love that.
How'd you approach it?
Okay, so essentially what I always say is we're trying to build a cathedral, right? Like the idea of, and this is for me, so we don't all need to have this opinion, but for me, I think the eras thing with artists is tired. I think that like, a lot of artists, they'll do like the one album with the color scheme and the branding and the palette and whatever else, and then they'll wipe their Instagram and then they'll do a brand new thing. And we like want to connect everything, right? Like it's all part of the foundation. Like the reason that Bloom happened when Bloom happened was because right before that was an EP that we released called 49, and that was about like, it was very sort of desolate, like American West spaghetti western type of it was like grayscale, it was muted, desaturated tones, and then from that comes growth, right? And so then it's like green. It's
right.
And so we have all kinds of songs, truly more than we know what to do with. And with this one, we had a lot of the ideas. And what I do, because I write the lyrics and I write it all at the same time. Like there are 7 songs on Bloom, and they all had like lyrical ideas, but then I just essentially wrote all 7 of them in one big Google Doc all at the same time, because that way you're not shoehorning concepts in that don't make sense, and it sort of grows all together as one concept.
Yeah. And speaking to the fact that those concepts live on physical albums, is it important to you to have like a physical album, an actual album at the end of this process?
It's just more real. It's tangible. You can look at it, you can touch it, you can feel it, and I think it makes the music just that much more special.
Yeah.
That's my answer, Mark.
Yeah.
When I agree, I think physical media is obviously coming back a lot. I think unfortunately, it's a good thing and a bad thing. Music is so oversaturated now. It's so easy to put music out, which is great. But then to actually have this collectible item again that people used to love, and I'm glad that people are relearning their love for physical media again.
Yeah.
I think it's a great thing.
I think.
You want to hold it for you?
Do like an Everly Brothers sort of like.
I think what physical media does is it revalues it, right? Because I think that a lot of the saturation of just music, it's devaluing not the concept of music itself, but people just take it for granted, right? That you're renting it, it's just on tap constantly. And I think it's important to like real live people work on every aspect of these albums, right? Like the songs, the design, the actual literal physical thing. And that, like, to actually see it as a work of art as a whole that you can, like Joe was saying, kind of pick up and touch and have,
right,
is it revalues just the idea of consuming, I guess, music.
It like completes the circle of the creative process too, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Thank you so much, Raynes,
Thank you
for coming by. We love having you here. We love having you as part of our little family as well. And best of luck on this tour.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Cheers.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.